Hello everyone, my name is Lowko and welcome to some more Hearthstone Heroes of Warcraft. Today we're gonna have a look at a ramp deck that I've actually played quite a bunch before. It's a lot of fun to play, but as you might have noticed, I haven't really played all that much this season yet, so it's about damn time that we really start ranking up a little bit. We're currently only rank 15. I really want to be ending this season at least like rank 10 or so, maybe a little bit lower than that, maybe like, well, I guess it's technically higher, maybe a little bit like rank 5 or something, we'll see. Depending on how much time I really have, but, you know, we really can't end the season at rank 15, let's be honest. Even with Gnomes versus Goblins, or Goblins v Gnomes, I don't really know what it's called, but, you know, even with that coming out very soon, we really need to do a little bit better than we do right now, right? So, let's just go like this, and let's just try our very best to win a couple of games in a row. This is actually a legit deck. This is actually a deck, a variation of pretty much all the ramp Druid decks that are out there. You know, just one of the more standard decks that you could go for. No gimmicks, just decks that you can actually see in tournament play as well. So, you know, if I'm gonna lose with this deck a lot, it's either RNG, but more likely because I just sort of suck, okay? Just because I'm sort of bad. Because I'm not, you know, I'm not very good at this game. But we're gonna try our best, So it looks like our first game is gonna be versus a guy named Skater Danny. No big deal right here. Alright, he does decide to play one right here. Obviously going to wrath that down. Really don't want to keep the Sorcerer's Apprentice up. And obviously, considering I'm playing a ramp Druid, most of the minions that I am using in this deck are going to be, you know, pretty high mana ones. So, you know, there's like the Ancients in there, there's some, you know, there's just really big minions in there. So we just needed to survive the early part of the game. From there on out, things should get a little bit easier. Now, sadly, we didn't draw that one slightly earlier, but gotta go for the Shade of Naxxramas right here. Can never really go wrong with that one. And if I can, I'm not gonna be attacking with that one for a little while. I really don't want to lose it randomly. Yeah, we're not gonna attack it with it yet. He's getting a little bit like... Oh my god, okay, he's gonna be able to kill it. The Knife Juggler's gonna kill it. Yeah, there we go. This is a problem. This is a problem. This is not what we wanted. So what can we do? This is where we have to start thinking a little bit. So we can wrath the Knife Juggler down, right? But that's not really gonna achieve very much. I can wrath coin Shade of Naxxramas, but that's also not gonna achieve too much. I can wrath. Wait, I can wrath Innervate Lothap, but that's also not gonna achieve very much. I'd rather save one of the Innervates and maybe like Innervate out an Ancient. So we could just wrath Wild Growth, which is a bit more risky, but ugh, this is not ideal. This is not ideal. We really need to get some more than this. So I guess we're gonna take a risk here. We need to wrath that down. We cannot keep that guy alive, and then we're just gonna Wild Growth. This is kind of dirty, though. This is kind of dirty. We're currently not really doing that great. But it depends. It depends. Things can very quickly steamroll out of control. I hope that's not a mirror entity. It could be a mirror entity.
Mind if I roll need?
Wouldn't be surprised if it is a mirror entity at this point. Because he knows that I'm playing ramp, obviously. What do you guys think it is? It's a tough one. We can Shade of Naxxramas. Innervate out a Lothap as well. To make sure that he can't just start casting spells. Which might be my best choice. Lothap does die a little bit quickly though. He's probably just gonna run those two guys in there. At the very least we'll prevent... Oh no, that's not a good play. That's not a good play. I don't have a swipe or anything like that. That's the main thing. Well, let's see if it's a mirror entity. Yeah, it is. Well, game number 1 really not going that great, is it? We really need something bigger to deal with any of this stuff. Because we're gonna die very, very soon. Oh man. He's drawing the good cards as well.
I'll show them.
Oh my god. Well, we still have a chance, I guess a slight, small, tiny one. Alright, we need swipes. Come on, swipe. We need you. Come on, swipe. Come on, one time. That doesn't even look like a swipe. But we can actually work with that. Alright. So we can hit him. Obviously taunt up here. And then Innervate out the Lothap, so we could actually stay alive for another turn. We're trying to survive here. We're trying to survive. Now, if we do draw the Force of Nature, and we actually go for a Savage Roar, we can actually nuke him down really quickly. But, you know, that would only mean that would only work if everything else stays alive right here. But this is alright. This is, at the very least, it gives us a chance, you know? We're not out of the game yet, is what I'm trying to say. But it's not looking that amazing. Now, this is 6 health, so he is gonna have to, you know, walk a couple minions. Maybe the Loot Hoarder and then the Shade of Naxxramas, or maybe the Loot Hoarder. Well, apparently he's going for that. Don't really know what kind of a secret that is. We do know that he's running Mirror Entities, but he's likely gonna be running a couple more. Because why not? He's a mage. So we'll see. I always really like playing Ramp Druid though. Ramp Druid is one of these decks that is, generally speaking, very solid. But I felt like in this game we're kind of unlucky as far as the draws go. May have made a little bit of misplays with my first Wrath, but then again, you know, I really didn't want to keep her alive for too long. Alright, he is indeed gonna Frostbolt it. That is interesting. Why did he not just run that in first? Oh man. Alright. Well, we need something good here. We need a taunt. That's not a taunt, but we can heal. Well, I'm gonna assume that he has a fireball or something like that, right? In which case we're dead. Trying to think what I could draw right here that would actually win me the game. No, we're gonna have to heal up. Oh my god, what is that? Alright. That's actually a really, really bad situation here, but not much we can do about that. And we're gonna have to Savage Roar in order to stay alive. Take that guy out. Actually, we're probably still dead here, not gonna lie. We're probably still dead here. Yeah, if he has any kind of spells whatsoever, even a Frostbolt right now and a Fire Blast together will kill us.
Well played.
Yep, there we go. Ugh. He's rubbing the salt in the wounds right here. And there we go, fireball to the face and we are dead. Alright, so game number 1 not going that great. Game number 1 not going that great. Really, do you have to play all your minions? Alright, there we go. That was not the way we were hoping for. Let's play another one, We can do better than that. Gotta win at least, like... We're gonna play 3 games, so, you know, we gotta at least win, like, the last 2, right? I hope so. Is my music actually on? Let me double check. It is on a little bit. I can bump it up slightly. Alright. It's gonna be up versus a Warlock. Now, obviously, it's either playing Handlock or Zoolock. In which case, we're gonna keep Swipe. I'm gonna get rid of those 2. But I'm glad I got my Wild Growth here. Very glad I got my Wild Growth here. Alright, not bad. This is a pretty decent opener hand, considering I got my Wild Growth and a coin as well pretty early on. So this is good. Let's see what he's playing. If he plays a minion right now, we know exactly what's up. He's not. He is not playing a minion. In that case, I think I'd rather... let's have a look. Do I want to coin out the Wild Growth or would I rather not? I don't think I really need to in this situation. I mean, if he's not gonna play a minion turn 1, I'd rather save the coin, right? It's not like that 1 hero damage really makes that big of a difference. Yeah, okay, so he's definitely playing Handlock. It's not just that he had a bad opener hand or whatever. Okay, so Handlock really specializes in just being very annoying later on in the game where they start playing the massive giants and whatnot. So most of the time what we will try and do is kill him before he gets to that point. But honestly, Handlock, playing first Handlock is like a 50-50. Either way, like, it doesn't really matter exactly what we do. It's gonna be very, very difficult to win it. But if we do get some, some good draws, we definitely do have a chance. The Angel of War, for example, would be pretty solid right now. But, you know, we have the Keeper of Growth, we have 2 of them. I'm gonna save those for the silences later on in the game. I'm actually gonna keep on playing here. I'm gonna go for the Druid of the Claw right now. Now, do we go for the charge or do we go for the taunt? I don't think it really matters all that much, to be honest, but... I think I'm gonna go for the taunt here. I'd rather go for the taunt. If I already had, like, a finish in hand, like the Savage Roar or something, maybe the rush right now, or the what's it called? The charge would have been a little bit better, but ooh, he's going for the Void Caller, really? A random demon from your hand. Well, we can just silence that if we really want to. He might try and bait that though. He might be trying to bait that I'm actually gonna silence that. It depends on what he obviously puts out in the hand, right? If it's gonna be like a Lord Jirax's, would be kind of hilarious. But I'm not really up to date what the Void Caller is usually gonna call out at this point in the game. I think I'm gonna save my Keeper of the Groves though. I really don't like the idea of like putting that one out there just randomly. I think I'm actually gonna use my swipe here. We'll see what he spawns. Alright, that's okay. Well, maybe he has a Mortal Coil, right? But he's a little bit lucky right there, though, from him, because he's actually not gonna discard anything. So this is actually the best draw, or the best card that he could possibly be on the board right now. Oh my god. Because he literally also, like, dodged the card discard right there. Huh. That was perfect for him. I think we might have to Force of Nature here just to stay alive. Oh man, I misplayed that pretty hard right there. I should have simply just silenced that thing. I didn't think about the Doomguard. I should have just silenced... whatever it's called. Yeah, the Void Caller. I should have just silenced that. Would have been so much smarter for me. And I'm gonna have to waste this. Oh man. That's really unfortunate right there, because we're giving the tempo to him right now, right? I'd really like to have some of my big minions right now in my hand as well. We're gonna play the Innervate next turn though, if we really have to, but this is not going ideal. Alright. Okay, that's a good one. That means we can actually play the Keeper of the Grove. It's one of the best targets for the Keeper of the Grove, so there's that. Let's see what we draw. Another Force of Nature. Okay. Alright. Could be worse. Gonna silence that guy down. I'm gonna be going for the Haunted Creeper as well. I should actually Hero Power. What's better in this situation? Hero Powering that down, or is it not? No, I'm actually gonna go for this, considering I got a Defender of Argus in hand. I have a little bit more benefit of doing it this way. Yeah, I do have a little bit more benefit doing it this way. Alright, cool. Draw. Pretty much gives me a guaranteed chance of, like, you know, taunting up 2 in the next turn if I really need to. Ooh, he's actually gonna take it out like that. Are you gonna swipe? No. What are you gonna do? Ooh, what are you gonna do? I was gonna say swipe, but that would make perfect sense if he had a swipe, but that's not gonna happen, right? So, why'd you do that, dude? I'm trying to make sense of your actions here. Oh, alright. Shadow Flame? Alright, alright. Alright, Spectral Knight is pretty solid in this situation. I can go for the Spectral Knight right now, which I pretty much have to at this point, to be fair. But I ideally also want to find some way to kill the Sludge Belcher. Now, I could do that with the 2 damage drop right here, but I really don't want to. Yeah, I miss 1 damage. I could Hero Power Defender of Argus. Wait, does that work? If I go Spectral Knight, Innervate, Defender of Argus. No, that means I'm 1 mana short, right? Yeah. No, that would just barely not work. We need 11 mana for that, so we can't do that. We can't do that even with the Innervate. Could go for another Force of Nature, but I'd rather save that for the Savage Roar. So I think what it comes down to is that I either need to keep that guy alive for another... Yeah, I'm gonna have to keep that guy alive for another turn. Yep. We'll just Hero Power it. Alright. That's unfortunate though, we were literally 1 off in like mana and health and everything. Pretty close, pretty close. I guess this guy is always a solid play though. The Spectral Knight, you can never really go wrong with him. Taking some damage to the face right there, because that's usually not really the problem versus a handlock. Whoa, he's gonna go for Kel'Thuzad. Oh man. That is so strong. Ugh. Alright, he just discarded him right there. He's gonna get everything back. Alright, well, the Black Knight. You're pretty solid in this situation, aren't you? We might have to silence Kel'Thuzad, but even in that, you know, even in that case, it's not gonna be bad, but... Okay, so we can silence Kel'Thuzad. But then we can't play the Black Knight. And I do want to play the Black Knight in this situation. Yeah, I think we're gonna have to Force of Nature here. Or we're gonna have to Innervate here, sorry. We could also... No, that doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, there's not gonna be a better taunt than this guy right now in the point in the game, right? This is where really where things are decided. He might play one of the giants a little bit later, but... I think I'm gonna have to silence. Yeah. I'm gonna have to silence right here. Because I really don't wanna... You know, see that guy coming back 100 times. Even though it's not the ideal way of doing this. You know, we sort of have to. We sort of have to. Come on. There we go. Alright, now if we draw a little bit better, like if we... Actually, no, we just barely don't have lethal next turn. Actually, do we? That's 2, 4, 8, 12. Actually, we do have lethal next turn. If he doesn't clear up any of my minions, or he doesn't put out a taunt, we do have lethal. Because of the Defender of Argus and Force of Nature combo. Which is a really weird combo, by the way, but hey. So there, yeah, there is that, but... That means he would keep everything alive, which I would be very, very surprised about. If he draws Savage Roar or something like that, why would you do that? You really just wanted to play him? He already discarded his second Doomguard, or his second, Okay. No, that's not really doing it either. Alright, if we draw a Savage Roar, we win. But we don't. No, we don't have lethal here. Maybe I should go for another Wrath. And try and go for the card draw. Would that be risking it, or would that be worth it? You already discarded his second Defender of Argus. We could also Wrath the actual Succubus down, right? But I guess... That's such a difficult one as well. Yeah, no, I don't feel comfortable doing... I don't feel comfortable hitting that. Actually, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. Fuck it. Here we go. Give me a good draw. Give me a good draw. We need something bigger. Come on. What is that? What am I supposed to do with that?
My shield for Argus.
It's okay. I guess I'll do it like that. Alright, ideally I nuke him down from a higher amount of health, but the Innervate really not helping. We have so many good cards in there. We have like the two, like the two Ancients of War and whatnot. Those would be so much better. He's playing a funny deck though. It actually looks pretty cool. I really still like the Kel'Thuzad card. He's so solid. Like even if nothing really happens, he's still gonna be great. Now Savage Roar next turn will still kill him. We've had plenty of chances for that. There is a Savage Roar. There's actually 2 Savage Roars in the deck, so... Oh. This might, you know, might be a problem. Savage Roar. The fuck is that? Let's actually have a look. Maybe I should have waited a second. Alright. We'll just play him. Alright. Alright. We still have a chance. I feel like at some point he's just gonna put out the 4 big taunts or whatever, and then we're just sort of dead. And he's gonna like mirror it and, you know, do all kinds of dirty things with it. But he is playing a funny deck. I'm actually liking this. I was actually assuming the guy was playing this this handlock deck, but he's I don't know exactly what this would be called. He's gonna go face? Alright, risky. Man, this is frustrating. The frustration here. Oh my god. So risky! So risky! We need a good card, come on! Alright, there my Ancient of War is. But is he still as useful as he was a couple turns ago? Yeah, I guess he still is. I guess he still is pretty good. I mean, we don't really have an option here, let's be honest, but... A couple turns ago, you would have been good. A lot better. This time you're just, okay, decent. Alright. So we just barely don't die here. Unless he has a silence in hand. I think it might be a silence in hand right here. Come on, don't be a silence. Do not be a silence. Josie Osborne. Josie Osborne, you don't have a silence. Oh, what? Oh, what? What are you doing? What are you doing? Oh, he does have a silence. This is like an owl. He's just being dirty. No, he isn't. Wait, what? This is probably where we draw Savage Roar. This is probably where we draw Savage Roar and just barely miss lethal. It's happening, boys. Oh, it's not. Well, we can't still stay alive. So there's that. Alright guys, 50-50 chance. 50-50 chance in the next turn, unless he draws any kind of charge. Anything at all. Oh man! We're really not getting that lucky either, are we? Void Caller? Okay, no, we're fine with that. We're fine with that. 50-50. Oh, it's a strong. Okay, fuck. Alright, that's too bad. That's too bad. Let's play one final game right now. And hopefully, have at least one victory in here. Damn it. Alright, one more. Oh man. I don't think I've misplayed it that much though, did I? Did I really make any kind of massive misplays in the previous one? I don't think so. Maybe I did, but I didn't really see it. Had so many, I think I had like 5 or 6 turns in that previous match where I could have had a victory, but I just didn't draw any of the cards that I needed.
You asked for it.
I must protect the wild.
Alright. I think I'm just gonna keep the Innervate and the Shade of Naxxramas. The other cards are really not that useful at this point. Alright, not a bad opener hand. Not a bad opener hand. Could be better though, but this is alright. Do we want to Innervate out a Shade of Naxxramas and then next turn coin one out? That's actually a pretty good option. That's a risky option though, but hey. We aren't really that high up on the ladder, we can mess around a little bit. That's a pretty risky one, but... Well, I was gonna coin one out here, but... Not going to. But just let him sit in his little shadow thing for a little bit longer. Because of all the frost bolts and whatnot that he can throw at it. We can really safely keep it alive at like 7-7, but that's gonna take a little bit too long for my liking. So I'm probably gonna pop it at least... Yeah, at 4-4 is actually the very earliest, because that's obviously when it needs to raise both a Frostbolt as well as a Fire Blast on it, which is 5 mana for a 3 mana one. Ideally we get it to like... ideally we get it to like 5-5 before we really start using this thing. I think. Is there anything I'm missing? No. 5-5 would actually be... 5-5 would be ideal before we really start using that minion. Obviously considering Or, you know, not taking into account that any of these guys are alive. He's playing some sort of aggressive mage. Alright, so we can Keeper of the Grove one of those guys down if we really want to. I have a second Keeper of the Grove in hand. Would not be a bad choice, I don't think. Because if we really need a silence, we got a second silence right there already. Other option would be another Shade of Naxxramas, hero power, one down. I actually like that. Coin, Shade of Naxxramas, hero power. Which one do we hit? We'll hit that one. And do we attack with this? I mean, if he has a Frostbolt in hand, we don't. No, we're not going to. We're just gonna hero power that other guy down as well, most likely. Next turn it's at 5-5, at which point it's a lot better. Especially if there's nothing on the board, but we'll see what's on the board, obviously. What's the biggest one you can get these guys to? I don't even know. Maybe they can get all the way up to like 30-30 and just one shot. I've never actually seen that though, but... Ooh, what are you doing? Alright, see, he did have a Frostbolt. Alright, so I'm kinda glad that I didn't attack with them a little bit earlier. A swipe would be nice. No swipe, but... we got a Defender of Argus. I think I'm gonna have to Keeper of the Grove one down. What are my options? I could even Defender of Argus both of them, which would be very interesting, but I can play a LowkoTV here, or I can Keeper of the Grove one down. And then maybe hit the other one, which will keep this one at... wouldn't be ideal. That's not ideal. Defender of Argus. Hit that one. Which one he's gonna run that one in, and he will stay alive. Or we're gonna have to start using these things. Another option would simply be to LowkoTV. No, we're gonna do it like this. Risky one though, that's a really risky one, but I don't really have very many options at this point. Alright, he's gonna draw cards. That's fine for us. He's probably just gonna do the dirty fire blasts. Oh no, don't play another minion, please. Really? Really, dude? Really? Did you just draw that perfectly? Oh, yeah, hit me in the face. Dude, good. Alright, that's alright. That's fine. Well, that's actually not fine. But, you know, it's not as bad as it could have been, is what I'm trying to say. Probably like arcane missiles. Arcane missiles, something like that. I think he actually could have done that slightly differently. Oh, you came at a pretty good timing. Well, ish. Could have come at a better timing, but I'm not complaining. I'm complaining a little bit, but... how are we gonna do this? Well, we're gonna definitely have to use it right here.
For the wilds.
Do I rather? No, I don't really want to take damage to the face right now, even though he already wasted a bunch of these things. I'll do it like this. I do like my taunt and the fact that he just keeps on, you know, piling up more and more damage. We played this guy at turn 1, guys, keep that in mind. Like, this guy has been alive for the entirety of the game. It's really cool. Is that one? Yeah, that is that one, right? Yeah. Because he's right now it's up to 7. Oh, come on. Alright. Gonna start piling up the damage to him right now. Don't want to keep him alive for too long. Now, LowkoTV is very good in this situation because he can't just spell me down. He can't just, you know, play a firebolt and or a fireball and just sort of hero power me down.
I'm sorry.
Oh no, you do? You can? Wait, what can you do? No, a fireball, fire blast, or fireball, fire blast doesn't work right now, even if you run the leopard gnome in. What are you gonna do? Oh, you were just being BM. No, you can't do anything. Can you? Oh, alright. I was getting really confused right there because he said, I'm sorry. I was like, wait, what? Can he do something? I was trying to desperately think of all the options he had, and he really didn't have any. So, alright guys, we did manage to win one game right there in the very end. If you enjoyed this video, make sure you hit that like button, and if you want to see more, make sure you hit that subscribe button right below the video, because you'll be the very first one to get a notification when I upload another one. I want to thank you guys all for watching. Have an amazing day, do not forget to smile, and I'll see you in the next one.